Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Best Ball Rose. I'm Matt.
I'm Aaron.
So Monday Night Football just wrapped up. Did you enjoy your nap?
The primetime games this week suck.
Not ideal.
You got Denver and the Raiders.
Tell me how you really feel about Denver.
That's gonna have to wait.
It's gonna have to wait.
That might be a whole manifesto I have to write and put.
It's just a collection of thoughts.
It's a collection of thoughts. Manifesto has such a bad vibe.
We're bringing it back. We're making it our own again. It's a collection of thoughts.
It's our struggle.
Oh boy.
Alright, full disclosure, guys. We had a very, very hectic weekend. First and foremost, with the holiday coming up. That is why our release schedule and recording schedule is a little different.
But we are here for you.
Yes.
To bring you an episode instead of going another week without Aaron's beautiful voice.
But also, Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Mr. Matt, thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Also, shout out to my father and stepfather, even though I'm sure they've never heard a word I've said on this podcast. Thank you to both of them for their service as well.
Podcast? What the fuck's a podcast?
What is that? People listen to you talk?
Who gave you a show? Why?
You're a moron! Especially when...
Love you, Pop.
Especially when I play fantasy football with one of them, and he's just like, you make the worst decisions ever.
I mean, you've been talking to me about your best ball league for literally 8 years now.
And we had it open and you could have joined.
I was unable at the time.
It is a beautiful 16-team league.
So you've been describing this league to me for 8 years, and that is quite a statement for him to say that you make terrible decisions, because you place in the top 3 almost every year. Now, granted, you push the bounds with your trades, from what I understand.
Yes. And I pushed them really far this year. And
it sounds like it might have broke.
I did.
This really backfired this year.
Yeah, I might be tanking for the first pick. So,
like you were telling me earlier today, that you were going to try to find one of the worst teams and trade for their best players, watching them tank.
Look,
have you considered maybe just going full tank on it now and selling your best players?
So, I had some deep thoughts within while we were working today. I listened to nothing.
Wow.
I wanted to have full focus.
And you're still alive.
Surprisingly.
You didn't hang yourself on a tree out on your route anywhere, or just steer your work truck directly into a bridge. I'm impressed.
So,
have you been seeing a therapist? Because how did you do that?
I needed a clear mind, full hearts, can't lose.
Oh, okay, so you're still distracting yourself.
Yes.
Just with football instead of the darkness.
So with this keeper league, I am down to one final in-season trade.
Because your league caps the amount of trades.
During the season, yeah. Off-season, you can trade as much as you want.
Okay.
I am down to where I can acquire one player. I do not have any trade assets. My team is falling apart.
You did have assets.
I did have assets.
Until this week, because you had...
Previous week.
You have Bo Nix and Jackson Dart on your roster in a 16-team league, where good luck finding a viable starter.
And Jackson
you had
Dart
2. You had assets until this weekend.
Yes. So,
and also you went full giant and picked up Cam Scatabo, and
that was off the waiver too.
Yeah, off waivers. And so your running back room
I need that psychopath back so bad.
He's not coming back this year.
I can only pray. So I'm deep diving. I have to pay a fee on this final trade. Full disclosure, we talked about this last episode. I have no 3rd round pick. I have no 4th round pick. I have a bunch of 7th round picks that I picked up from everybody I traded. But I still have a 1st round and I still have a 2nd round, technically.
Assuming you're not going to keep any keeper.
What if I trade my 2nd round pick for Bijan Robinson?
You're allowed to do that? You're allowed to trade your 2nd round pick?
I am allowed to technically trade my 2nd. I would not be allowed to keep a 2nd player.
Yeah.
And I lose that ability to take that 2nd round pick. And then
okay,
so theoretically, my starting roster would be Bo Nix, Chase Brown, Brian Robinson Jr., and then some version of. Oh my goodness, I have forgotten my receiver because I've traded them all away.
Well, you had BTJ and you traded him off.
I did trade Brian. Oh, I have Teteroa McMillan.
Yep.
I have Alec Pierce. I have Emeka Egbuka.
Okay, you've got 2 studs.
Yes, and I have Dalton Kincaid, which I'm gonna lose this bet now because he's week to week again.
Your league, you do not have to play a tight end, and when you play a tight end, he's a wide receiver.
Yes,
like it's like a flex wide receiver tight end.
Wide receiver tight end flex. Now, full disclosure, this is a standard scoring league, but it's not really a standard scoring league. You get 1 point for every 20 yards rushing, 20 yards receiving, or 100 yards throwing. 6-point touchdown, and that's it.
Yeah, touchdown heavy league.
Yep. And then -1 for interception. There is no minus for fumbles.
So basically, if you were playing in this league, 20 years ago, and had Calvin Johnson, you were ripping your hair out.
Yes.
Watching him get tackled in the 5.
Yes.
All the time.
Every time. So, that is on the table.
So, are you only allowed to trade a 2nd-round pick? You're not allowed to trade a 1st-round pick?
I could technically trade my 1st-round pick, but then I wouldn't have the ability to freeze anybody.
You couldn't freeze anybody?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why it's a 2nd-round pick.
Yes.
Gotcha.
My sweet baby boy Bo Nix might make a turn.
So, I'm just thinking out loud here. If I am on the receiving end of that trade of you're offering me a 2nd-round pick for Bijan, I'm laughing and hit deny.
But you might accidentally hit accept.
There's a possibility that my laughing shakes my hand from the deny spot to the accept spot. I don't think I could take a 2nd-round lock pick for. Isn't Bijan the #1 scoring back this year?
No, that is Jonathan Taylor.
Oh yes, sorry,
Mr. 3 touchdowns every 2 games.
Brain farted. So it's probably Jonathan Taylor, CMC, and then Bijan, or is Bijan beating CMC right now?
Off the top of my head, I think it's Jonathan Taylor by a lot
because of the touchdowns.
Yeah, and then CMC and Bijan are kind of right behind.
Yeah, neck and neck.
Yes. So that's what I contemplated today. I had a terrible week. I think I went 0 for 3.
Yikes.
0 for 4 technically if we count the guillotine. And but I am still alive in my survivor pool. So
I mean, our work league. You're saying that you're 0 for 3, but you're still the #1 scoring team, which means you're the #1.
Yeah, okay, so I flexed Garrett Wilson in, thinking he's back, he's healthy, he's the only one left on that team, let alone anybody else.
That'll hurt.
And he goose-egged me, and
because of the injury.
Busted his knee, and he's out 3 to 4 weeks. So, talking also about bummers, Brian Daboll's out now.
You're really upset about this.
I don't feel like it was Daboll's fault that his team fell apart around.
Okay. Now, here's my #1 question, though.
Okay.
Is they started the season with Russ. You don't find that to be coaching malpractice?
Oh, man. You almost have to call it that, considering how good
Jackson Dart would not have been as good as he is now. Now he needed the time to sit, and it's honestly impressive that he's playing this well. So this is no shade on Jackson Dart, but you should have started Jameis.
I think after game 1, Russ had one good game, didn't he?
Maybe.
I think it was like week 2 or something. He had a really good game, and everybody was like, "Oh shit!"
I think that's what it was. Well, plus the training camp hype came out, and he was just.
Well, yeah. Will you throw a moon ball to fucking Malik Neighbors?
But it was working.
Yes. So I don't. And look, Malik Neighbors goes out, Cam Scatterboo goes out, Jackson Dart's now. I think this is his 4th time being evaluated for a concussion.
But the ascendance of Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yes. So
people expected Sterling Shepard to step up.
And at the start of the season, they came out like the Giants had like one of the toughest schedules.
I don't buy into that because look
at who they've played.
The strength of schedule is always like, here's how good everybody was last year, so they're going to be really good this year, and it's just
the Colts said, "Eat this."
Yeah, exactly. Number one, Colts were for lack of a better term, they were bottom feeders last year, and this year they're smashing everybody.
So we're a little bit over halfway. We're getting real close to making playoff pushes. And I think, especially this weekend, I might, if I'm looking back so far, that was the
what a shank
for the listening audience.
Like that didn't even make the end zone.
Matt just got to watch the missed field goal.
I was driving over here as the game was ending, and I did not know he missed that bad. It didn't even hit the end zone.
Yes.
What a
I think it might have been partially blocked.
You think
it was a super low kick?
Okay. Well, it makes sense. It's 64 yards
out. So what I think I'm learning, especially this weekend, I went hard on waivers this week, just trying to figure out you start piecing the bench together for the playoff schedule and all that stuff. So you're starting to put things together. Mm-hmm. My running back awful everywhere. I think the lesson I learned this year, and I want to try to make sure that I remember it for the off season next year, is I went a little too heavy on receiver.
The balancing game, though.
Yeah, I was picking fourth and fifth receivers before I was even looking at a running.
Yeah, last year was really weird for running backs because the bell cow running back made a resurgence, and it was pretty much everybody you thought it was going to be.
And this year it's
last year
CMC again, Jonathan Taylor,
and last year passing totals were depleted too.
Yeah,
and we kind of were leaning into you got to get your pass catchers early, right? Because if you don't have one of the best, you're SOL.
Yeah.
And turns out, hey, maybe Jonathan Taylor
should have been. I need to remember this, too, there's only one running back on the field 90% of the time. Mm-hmm. But there's 2 or 3 receivers on the field. Mm-hmm. So even though I think the injury difference with it is crazy because the backup running back is never as awesome as the bell cow back.
Except for Travion Henderson with Ramondre Stevenson.
Well, that was just them not giving him the ball.
No, they didn't. But
he looked so good.
That's the exception.
He looked so good this weekend.
Matt Waldman threw out a stat that Travion Henderson had 140 something yards rushing, and 120 of them 2 rushes.
He looked good though.
Those 2 rushes were amazing.
Yeah, but so my point is though the backup running back that comes in because of an injury is the backup for a very clear reason.
Yeah, exactly.
When the main receiver goes down, they still got to throw the ball, and there's a lot of talented receivers.
There are a whole lot of wide receiver 2s that would be wide receiver 1s on other teams.
George Pickens, T. Higgins, Jordan Addison, Jalen Waddle. Those are kind of just the ones off the top of my head.
I'm sure we're missing some.
Lad McConkey. He's technically the 2. He'd be a 1 on another team. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I listened to a podcast that they have like a little black book that they keep like on the desk, and it's when they have these kinds of conversations, they make a note like, we need to remember this shit, and they make a note of it. So we need to get bored. So just one of those.
I hate to make a rule on stuff like that, considering the league is always just so year to year.
Yeah, no, just a kind of like a reminder of like, hey, this is what happened when things go wrong on this side. Mm-hmm. So yeah, a rough weekend for me. A lot of reflecting, trying to make a couple pushes. I've been doing awful in all the DFS stuff. I can't buy myself a win if I try. So I maybe don't listen to anything I say. Maybe take my advice and do the opposite.
Again, you're the number 1 team in our work league. So
how was your weekend, buddy? I went on a long tangent and rambled for a minute. So how was your weekend?
I just had a win this week. Feeling pretty good about it. I won a couple contests in DFS. That was fun. But for me, this kind of stuff it's hard to sit here and just be like, I'm the best when it comes to DFS, because you'll win one contest and all of a sudden you'll go 6 weeks straight of not even placing. And all of a sudden, all of the bankroll you built up is suddenly gone.
Yes.
Because, we joked about it after week 1. I was like, this is the best ever! Because I, doubled up my bankroll.
Yeah.
And then the bankroll after 4 weeks was nearly depleted, and then I caught a couple wins, and it's been kind of juggling back and forth. I caught a couple wins again. So I don't know, just it's hard. It's hard because
it's hard. It's also hard. Look, we can talk about this. It's also super hard to sit down, and even though we try to make it seem like it's a conversation with just me and you, we ultimately know, I'm trying to give halfway decent advice to what I'm saying. So now there's added pressure to not sound like a moron, and then you end up sounding more like a moron. So, what was the first disclaimer we had? Do not use this as betting advice, blah, 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 blah.
Look, this is just our opinion.
This is
I lose more than I win.
Oh, yeah, I lose a lot.
Not to mention, I was scrolling through one of the contests that DraftKings had, and I was looking at the winner, and I was questioning to myself, how did this guy call every single guy that went off? Normally when I build up a roster, I normally have 1 or 2 duds on
one or
that
two
roster.
Snowflakes.
Yeah, where it's just a 5 points out of this guy would have been nice instead of what I got.
Right.
And whereas I'm just looking at this how are these people doing it?
Yeah.
And so I guess it's just me saying I'm not ready for Prime yet.
Well, it's always funny because they have the one player that is the 5th string running back who just happens to fall in the end zone twice that week.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's how?
I looked at that roster. I looked at the roster that went off, and they literally picked Davis Mills to be their quarterback. What psycho picks the backup Texans quarterback? Considering the starting quarterback for the Texans has been really hit or miss this year. And suddenly you throw in the backup and you're just like, this will not go well. And suddenly he played better than Josh Allen.
Yes.
He put up more points than Josh Allen.
He was the number 1 scoring quarterback.
Yeah. I played Josh Allen at $7,000. That guy played Davis Mills at $4,900 and outscored my guy.
I think Josh Allen was the most expensive quarterback this past
year. He was one of them, but it's like you and I talked about it before. I would rather lose with Josh Allen on my roster than lose with him not on my roster, because everybody else picked him and he exploded because he has a tendency to do that.
Yeah. So I hate playing the most expensive.
It's hard.
It's really hard because it feels like if you pay for that most expensive quarterback, you only get one more stud to pick from, and then the rest is bum.
Yeah.
So I really like trying to pay for. Now, granted, this is with me saying that I've lost past 6 weeks in a row. I think I haven't placed in money. I like paying up on receivers, getting the discount running back, and then best matchup quarterback. But
playing matchups at quarterback is obviously smart.
Yeah.
I kind of, when it comes to running back, I've kind of stumbled on paying up for one and then getting a discount at another. And
I don't hate that.
A-Chain this week was one of the highest. He was one of the most expensive running backs, but he had a 48 point. So I happened to have him on my roster, and I was like, I'm the smartest man alive. And then I see the number 1 scoring team in the contest, and I'm just like, oh buddy, he's got an IQ of 5 of mine, because granted he picked A-Chain too, but what is going on?
Can you imagine going up against a team that played Jonathan Taylor and A-Chain against you this?
I would really wonder who else is on this roster if they have those 2 running backs.
Well, if those were the first 2 picks, they went Jonathan Taylor round 1 and then A-Chain on the turn coming back.
He probably was available at that point in a lot of drafts.
I think Jonathan Taylor was going late.
He was not high, actually. He was kind
of he was second round at least.
Yeah,
so I saw some one of the other fantasy football podcasts was like, if you went against Jonathan Taylor, Achane, and Henderson, if you went against that trio and lost, send us a screenshot because you deserve something from this weekend. Oh, that's rough, man. That's rough. I would like to shout out.
Just real quick.
Okay. I'll save it. Do
you remember how many people audibly swore when TreVeyon Henderson was drafted in our league?
Yes.
I heard 3 people. Yeah. I was one of them.
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure somebody smacked the table.
Yeah. Because everybody was like, he's my sleeper, trying to get him in like anywhere between the 7th and the 10th round. And then he got picked up and there was just like 4 people just, damn it!
Yeah. Oh, man. Look, I mean, he showed you this weekend why everyone was hyped about it.
But it kind of took until this week to do it. Granted, he had a couple points. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
But it's been not.
Look, man, rookie getting into the system, and Vrabel is one of those. You better learn how to pass protect. You better learn how to read what the defense is trying to do and the running back spot. You got to do all these things. And I mean, I think
old school coach.
Yeah, old school. I think it was last year, last year was Bucky Irving's rookie year, and he didn't score points till after Thanksgiving.
Was it really?
Yeah, he was a real late bloomer. And then I was reading something, same thing with Jonathan Taylor. Like his rookie year, he didn't get going until about halfway through the season. There was another one. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. I mean, Derrick Henry didn't play like the first 2 years. Derrick Henry was in the league. He was behind DeMarco Murray.
That sounds right.
Yeah. So I look, if you're a running back, you gotta learn how to pass protect part. So I would like to shout out my New Orleans Saints and our rookie Tyler Shutt for getting his first win. Beat Carolina. Carolina's got a good defense.
They're a real hit or miss team, but their defense, for the most part, has been showing up. Except for when they played the Patriots.
Yeah, Tyler Shutt threw for 2 touchdowns.
To Chris Olave.
He went for like 258, and he had like a passer rating of like 128.
So better than J.J. McCarthy.
It was a good game. It was a good game. It's what you want to see. That was pretty pass. This is bad beat. Oh, well, with the holiday and all the fun stuff, I think we're going to do Thursday night.
Yep. You wanted to do Thursday night lineup. Do you want to pause and take a minute to build a roster?
Yeah, we can pause, take a minute, and we will be right back.
Okay, so we are back.
Hey, welcome back, buddy.
Whoa, that took a long time.
Why is this the Thursday night game?
Good Lord. Okay, let's start off the top of it.
Why?
We forgot to tell you. It's the Patriots versus the Jets. And so if you just thought the Eagles versus Packers game was boring, good luck for Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
That being said, watch it be the highest scoring game of the year.
Yeah, knowing our luck. I mean, the Jets defense did score 2 defensive touchdowns. So I don't think we're going to get a repeat of that, but...
Okay, so your lineup. How you feeling about it?
I don't hate it.
You don't hate it?
I don't hate it. I do have a player that there's a very real possibility that I'm going to have to pivot on.
Is it Booty or
Booty?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. So I do have Kayshon Booty in one spot, so I might have to pivot on that.
So,
who's your captain?
Hunter Henry.
I went with the Pats.
Yikes. Okay.
How much was Hunter Henry for the captain?
8,100.
Okay. I also have Hunter Henry in my life.
It's a real boomer bust move putting Hunter Henry there, considering he's not showed up in the past couple weeks. He started out extremely strong and has kind of disappeared with Booty kind of taking off.
Yes.
That really changed his outlook.
Okay, so you got Hunter Henry as captain. I'm rolling with the Pats defense.
Okay. Then I've got Drake May.
I also have Drake May.
You got to have Drake May in there.
Yes.
Then I have TreVeyon Henderson.
I do not. I have Breece Hall.
I also have Breece Hall.
Okay, you fit both of them.
I did. By going super budget at captain, so...
I have Kayshon Booty. I also have Hunter Henry. Did you squeeze Mason Taylor in there?
No, I took him out. However, I might put him back in. You know what? Actually,
I don't think I want any other Jet pass.
Actually, I'm putting him back in. I initially took him out to put in the Jets kicker.
Yeah, I never do good when I put.
But it does kind of seem like a white flag putting a kicker in, unless if he's going to have just the craziest field goals,
kicking some 70-yarders or something.
Yeah. And who's your last position?
Mason Taylor was my last.
Oh, I put Kyle Williams in.
I thought about it for the $2,000 price range, but then he went one for like 72 on 2 targets.
3.
It was 3 targets.
Yeah, well, 3 catches.
Oh,
for like 82 or 92 yards and a touchdown.
No, that's a season.
Oh, that's a season.
Yes. Last game he went 1 for 2 for 72 yards.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I went Pat's defense: Drake May, Breece Hall, Kayshon Boutte, Hunter Henry, and Mason. I went double tight end.
Me too. After taking Nick Folk out and putting Mason Taylor back in my lineup.
I like that one out of. All right, so before we wrap this, we're going to have a production. Are we doing a Turkey Day special?
What is your definition of a Turkey Day special?
Well, on Turkey Day, they do the 3 matchup. And I feel like instead of doing the Monday night game, it'd be more fun to do the 3-game matchup.
Okay, so you're saying instead of... we might have to record late again that week.
Yes.
And then focus on the 3 Thursday night football games, building lineup for it.
For Turkey Day. Yeah.
All right, I'm on board.
Yeah, I can even get us like those turkey hats.
I might have already.
So, and somebody who hasn't made an appearance on the podcast recently.
You scared the hell out of it.
He's back.
He looked so angry.
He's probably super pissed. He's probably super mad it was this cold. I tried to hold out. But I got home.
He's got fur.
Yeah,
plus, you know, you can just, chill in a window and turn on that solar power like all cats do.
Yeah, 48 degrees is still pretty cold for a house.
Yeah.
So, heat is going now. Luckily, that didn't break this summer. So, I did have a slight fear I was going to turn it on.
Just your whole house goes dark.
Just fuck.
All right, time to solve this with fire.
Yes. So, we have... 2 more weeks until we can focus on the Turkey Day special? Is that correct?
I think so.
Let's
2 weeks.
Yep. So we got this week, next week, and then Turkey Day special. Alrighty. Well, anything else you want to touch before we skedaddle on out of here?
It's actually kind of funny. I just bought my Thanksgiving turkey today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How big?
21 and change.
Ooh. Stuff a duck in there?
No, I think my wife would throw a fit if we did that.
It's a turducken.
I'm willing to try it.
I want to at least try one time a turducken.
I'd be good with it. I would try it. But I like the taste of duck.
I'm looking forward to the leftover sandwich. I love the Turkey Day leftovers.
I mean, you know what I kind of do is I kind of been doing the knockoff of the KFC bowl.
My kids love that.
Yeah, I just basically make myself a KFC bowl with mashed potatoes and throw in some green bean casserole and then turkey and whatever else.
I saw a psychopath today make stuffing sausage ball.
Go on.
He took stovetop stuffing. Followed the instructions. Pound of, I think he used sage sausage.
Okay.
Cheese. Formed it up into little balls. Baked it till it was done. And then where he lost me is I would have done like a gravy dipping sauce, but he used cranberry sauce.
With the Thanksgiving theme, I see where he's going. However, that doesn't sound any good to me. I agree with you 100%.
Yes.
You need
Give me the brown gravy.
With stuffing can dry out pretty easily. Now, granted, with sausage, it might keep it well hydrated. But at the same time, I'm a garbage heathen, and I love stovetop.
Growing up, my mom used to get so mad at me because she'd buy, they're like 25 cents back then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so she'd buy a bunch of boxes and, she'd make different chicken meals and stuff. But I had discovered that it's good just to eat it out of the bag, too.
You're basically just eating croutons?
Yes.
Extra flavored croutons.
Extra flavored croutons.
I don't hate it.
And my mom would get so mad because she'd go to pull a box out and it'd already be open because I'd just been walking in there taking a handful and popping it.
Oh my goodness. I'd be pissed too. But, as a fat kid, I respect it.
It's not even the worst. My brother growing up would take the Parmesan cheese and shoot it. I'd be in the kitchen making something to drink. He's like, cool, get out of the way. Opens the fridge, just takes a shot of Parmesan cheese, smacks it closed, puts it back in the fridge.
That's... at that point, if I was your mom, I would just be hitting up pizza joints and snagging all of their cheese.
Can I have all your sawdust, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Just grab a bag, standing there at the counter with a purse, and when they turn around to get the pizza, just 2 handfuls into the purse.
Alright, well, before we go, how much canned cranberry?
None.
That stuff's awful.
Yeah, but people just can't give up on that zingy tart.
Ugh. No, look, I love cranberry juice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cran apple is one of my favorite juices.
Very tasty.
Canned cranberry sauce, get it out of my...
I think it just comes down to it's this weird tradition that, my parents did it and we all spent $3 to buy a can so we could throw away 90% of it.
Would you, would you like to talk some mess about the local grocery stores raising the canned cranberry price up to $5 a can around this time of year? Or we're just going to let them continue to get away with it?
They always do it.
It's ridiculous. Rest of the year, it's 75 cents.
Yeah, they can't give it away.
And
then right around...
Oh, look at this $5. It's on sale.
Yeah, right around October 1st.
So
they're just let's go ahead and fix this now. They might actually do it in September. But yeah, the rest of the year, they can't give it away. But right around September, they adjust it until January 1st.
Well, as much as this has turned into a food podcast, we'll have some fun with this Turkey Day.
I'm looking forward to it because it won't be Captain Special.
Or we could do 3 Captain Specials.
Absolutely not.
Well, guys, thanks for listening. And just, in case it didn't sound like a dead horse, happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all who have served.
We love you.
And good night.
Good night.